What's going on, Infinite Fam?
Welcome back to another video.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, leave a positive comment down below for a chance to get a what?
For a chance to win a shout out in the next video.
That is right, guys. So this is not clickbait, as you guys can see by the title and thumbnail of the video. This is something serious that's going on right now. I'm gonna let Janice explain as to how this came about and how this is a thought at the moment, but babe, go ahead, take it away.
So as you all know, I have endometriosis. If you don't know that, endometriosis is a very complicated condition. To explain it in very short terms, I basically have multiple cysts that are filled with tissue that are attached to my cervix and my ovaries, and they're growing constantly, leaking lesions, things like that. And along with that, it can cause a lot of issues with, you know, your menstrual cycle, as well as how able you are to have children.
I actually have a genuine question. So your birth control, that's what they prescribed you for your endometriosis to help.
Yeah.
Now, what does exactly the birth control do to your endometriosis? Does it break down the cyst? Does it freeze them from growing? What goes on with the birth control and how it reacts to your cyst?
So the whole point of the birth control is basically to stop the reproduction of the cysts and the constant growing, and it's supposed to actually minimize the cysts. I kept getting lesions and I'm constantly in a lot of pain, which leads me to why we're making this video. So I recently had an appointment with my gynecologist and I was having a lot of pain more than normal, and they ended up putting me on a different kind of birth control, which is called Kelnor, and it basically shuts down my system. I'm not producing any eggs, I'm not doing anything, everything's just in the dormant phase right now. So I can't have kids right now if I wanted to, just because obviously I'm on birth control, but that's with any of them.
But there's a twist, and that's why this video is being made. So you want to tell them exactly like what happened the last time you went recently to your doctor's appointment where you guys got into the conversation about kids?
That leads me into the conversation basically that I had with my gynecologist. I had a few curiosities as to a pregnancy. She did mention to me that first off, I cannot get surgery, and I thought that I was going into like getting surgery.
That's to remove the cyst. You can't get surgery to remove the cyst.
I can't remove the cysts because there are so many of them and it can create more problems. The only solution that I have been told is to remove my uterus entirely, and with that comes not being able to have any children, going into early menopause, things like that, and that's obviously not something that I want to do, nor the gynecologist wanted to do. So
you're way too young for that.
Exactly. My biggest thing, and that is if I ever want to have children, I have to basically have a child as soon as possible, within the next 3 years or so.
3 years? That's what she said?
She said as soon as possible.
So, but you can have one like at like 30 if you really wanted to, but it's just harder to conceive at that point.
She basically told me that it's kind of like a waiting game, and my endometriosis can get worse and that can change my chances as time goes on. But for right now, my endometriosis isn't at a level 4 of severity.
4 levels, and level 4 being the worst?
Yeah, I believe so.
Does she give you a level right now? Like if you're level 1
No,
or 2?
I haven't gotten a level yet. That's basically where I'm at right now. I can still have children, but it doesn't guarantee me being able to have children in the future. All she knows is right now I'm able to, and within the next 2 years, 3 years I'm able to. But as far as anything after that, there really is no, you know, certainty.
The chances are slim.
Yeah, chances are quite slim.
So basically she said have a kid soon or you risk the possibility of not having kids. Okay, so and then that's exactly why this video is a thing and why we titled it the way we did. You know, are we expecting or are we planning on having a kid? Honestly, we might have to plan to have a kid now. It may not be within like the next month or so, it may not be within the next 3, but it's definitely gonna be sometime soon. But if it happens within the next month or so, it is what it is.
Well, it's not gonna happen because I'm on
well, you're on birth control. Yeah, obviously you would have to stop the birth control.
Yeah,
that's a decision that we would have to talk about, you know, her and I. How long do you have to stop the birth control for, and then you can like try having kids?
I'm not sure, but honestly right now the goal is to stop the cysts from persistently like growing. So right now the option to stop birth control is not
you can't stop
option.
the birth control just yet.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so
like if I wanted to have kids now, I can't. Like, I need to wait until they figure out what's going on with my body and the severity of it, because it's still so new. I found out I had endometriosis 3 months ago, and it feels like a lifetime. As soon as they put me on birth control, I've been in pain. I've been doing a lot of research as to like what I can do, if I should get second opinions. Different doctors say different things. That's the whole reason why I don't know like the severity of my endometriosis and the level, is because I need to go to an endometriosis specialist, which has to be soon.
They honestly should have been sent you to one of those already.
Yeah.
But I mean, as soon as they figure out what's going on, once they figure out that point, if whenever that time is, that's probably when we'll try to start having a kid or something like that. But again, it all depends on her body and how it's going down. That's really it, right?
Yep.
I mean, so again, like, this video is titled the way it is, and it's because there might be a kid coming sooner rather than later. But again, it comes down to her body.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand my condition, and everyone's just like, well, obviously no brainer, you need to have kids now if you know you can't have kids in the future.
It's not that simple though. It's not that simple.
It's not that simple, and it's not that easy of a decision for me to make, especially when my plan wasn't to have children like
so early.
Ever in my brain. I never like was like, yeah, I know exactly when I want to have kids, and I never thought that it would be at 23 either.
Yeah, so with this whole condition that she had, we have to have a kid sooner rather than later. But again, it has to go with our timing first. You know, if we're not ready for a kid, we're not going to just have a kid because we have to have a kid ASAP. You know, that's not just how it works.
Exactly. I want to still be able to have my life together before I bring a child into this world, because the last thing I need is to bring a child into this world and they don't get to have the life that they deserve to live, as far as, you know, growing up in a good place and able to be spoiled like we want to spoil the kid, like stuff like that. Hopefully
by the time the doctors figure a situation out and they say, okay, you can stop the birth control now and try for a kid if you want, by that time when they figure that out, we're ready to have a kid, because like we said, we're not just gonna have a kid just for the hell of it, just to have a kid. We don't want that. We want so much better for our future children, and
especially because we've both been through so much growing up.
There's been a lot of like
mistakes that, you know, our parents made.
Right, so we want to not repeat those mistakes. We don't want to repeat history. We're trying to switch it up a little bit, but it's honestly, it has to come down with the timing. We're on the same page. We understand exactly what we want, and as far as timing and
we
all
just
that
hope
stuff,
you guys understand that it's not so black and white, you know, especially in our case. I'm not speaking for other people, but for us it's not very easy.
So yeah, Infinite Fam, a kid might be coming soon. We don't know how soon, but it probably could be really soon. We don't know. But if the timing is right, the timing is right. So, I mean, that's really it. And again, this is just another update as far as Janice's situation with her endometriosis, you know, her journey with it. She gives you guys updates whenever she can. You actually have another follow-up appointment coming up very soon.
Yep, like 3-4 days, I think.
Yeah, so whenever, you know, you get information from that, we'll make another video and we'll update you guys as far as what's going on there.
If it's like important and stuff like that.
Yeah, but if it's just like, oh no, you're good, keep taking your birth control, we're still doing tests or whatever, you know, obviously we're not going to tell you guys that, because no brainer, she's still taking her birth control. I mean, yeah, Infinite Fam, that's pretty much it for this video. It was a pretty short one, pretty right to the point, and it was just explaining again what's going on in our life. Life updates is what we like to give you guys, because you guys are a part of us, you guys are our family. Honestly, we wouldn't be in this position in life itself. We wouldn't be here without you guys. We appreciate you guys so much, and we hope you guys understand all the updates and life events that we're dealing with over here. You got anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you guys have any questions in regards to endometriosis or anything like that, you can DM me on my Instagram. Alright,
Infinite Fam, so with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that thumbs up. I'd like to give you guys little life updates and events that's happening. I guess we'll see you guys in the next video.